How would somebody approach a queen?
Oh, thank you for using the Q word.
We know it.
We know it.
Hey, it's Tetris with Billboard here at the AMAs with the queen of our charts, Miss 19 number ones herself, Mariah Carey. How are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
Amazing. I'm sitting next to an icon. Now, tonight, you performed 2 of those number ones. Should be 3, but not every queen blocks themselves from number 1. Justice for Shake It Off. How was it tonight? How was it up there?
Justice for Shake It Off, indeed. It was good. I mean, I felt good with the audience. It was a good crowd.
And I mean, we're here to celebrate Emancipation of Mimi, which is obviously such a special album. All your albums are special. But this one kind of came at a time where people, stupidly maybe, were counting you out. So how did it feel to celebrate that album 20 years later? And why do you think it resonated so much with people?
Wow. Well, people had written me off. And when the Emancipation of Mimi came out and had the song of the decade with We Belong Together, I'm like forgetting the song of the decade.
The song of the decade, darling.
Song of the decade. It had to be that big a record for me to actually have a comeback. And it's just the way people are.
We belong together, baby.
You always talk about how you write songs from a personal place, but you want them to also connect with your fans so they can feel those emotions.
Yes.
So when you think back to that time, how did you feel emotionally?
Well, I was happy. That was one of the best times in my life. You know, loving the fans, just loving life and thankful for the album.
The album obviously did amazing. You had a bunch of good songs on it, but you ended it with Fly Like a Bird, a beautiful spiritual song that you performed at the Grammys, one of your best performances. Why was it important to end Emancipation of Mimi with Fly Like a Bird?
The spirituality of that song was very important to me, especially at that time in my life. And I remember I was in Capri and I was recording in the studio and went outside when it was sunrise because I was there the whole night. And I just walked back in and my engineer, and he was playing this song down and he was like, "It's a good one."
It is. And I mean, let's move on from Emancipation Mimi a little bit. You've kind of had these songs that keep reprising themselves in your life, whether it's the entire Glitter album or It's a Rap having new legs. What's a song you could go back and dig from your past, delete it from then, but release it now as a brand new song?
Yeah, I don't know how many people heard the song, but it's a fave of mine. Dedicated. Do you know that song with Nas?
Yes.
Yeah. I love Nas.
Let's get a Justice for Dedicated moment.
Justice for Dedicated.
Hello. And speaking of moments, you also give us a lot of viral moments that I don't even think you try to do. They just happen. And I feel like the new I Don't Know Her is when you were some paparazzi were bothering you and they asked you something about Nick and you were like, "What is he? My last hope?" Died. I literally fell apart. So now I need to know.
No offense to him.
No, of course, no offense to him. But tell me, like, how?
But because the guy kept asking me, "Oh, you gonna get back together? You gonna?" He just kept going on, and so that's why I said that.
My last hope. It's so good. But how does a guy flirt with Mariah Carey? How would somebody approach a queen?
I don't know. I'm very much like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm shy or if I'm just like, you know, I'm more of like a friend type of a person.
Okay, so get in on a friendly level. Start
Yeah,
there.
get in on a friendly level. Start there.
Okay, good advice for the fellas. I like it.
Not yet. Sorry.
I want to talk to you about, I called you the queen. You're the queen of the chart. You're also the queen of Christmas. So November 1st, it's not yet, but it's coming. So how does it feel that everybody celebrates and doesn't even touch their decorations until you say so?
I don't know if everybody listens to that.
I do.
You do?
Yeah, queen of Christmas, right?
I think it's an amazing thing that just happened that I never could have predicted. Because the song, All I Want for Christmas Is You, just grew and grew and slowly though. It wasn't like an immediate thing, you know?
Amazing. And then, of course, you're going on tour again.
Yes.
So what can we expect from the Christmas tour?
I'm just finishing up the set list with my musical director, Daniel Moore, who I love. We were just finishing up yesterday, and then you go into all the rest of the the trinkets and whatnot. It's really a fun thing to do, that Christmas tour. It really is.
Everybody make sure you go get your tickets. I can't wait to see you at Yamava again. I did too much last time when you did as a rap. I was going crazy in the crowd. But can't wait to see you again.
I need to do that. Do you think it would be okay if I did It's a Rap again? I don't know if it's
fun.
timely anymore.
Oh, it doesn't matter if it's time. We had fun with it. But please don't take Christmas times in the air again. I just need that every time. Okay, please.
Okay.
That's my one request, Mariah.
That's one of my favorites that I've done.
I'll
Yeah.
bring you some champagne if I can afford whatever the type is you drink.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Mariah. This was a great
Thank
portrait
you.
moment as well.
This
Thanks for
was
hanging out with me.
Good. Thank you for hanging out with me.
Literally every time anybody's asked me my whole life as a host, what's your dream interview? It's always been your name. So I really appreciate
we need to do
this.
a long, good one when there's no other.
Oh, like an
before
actual, oh my God, an actual sit down. Okay, so this isn't our last time.
that. Okay.
Thank you so much, Mariah.